Hello friends, my name is Ismail Saudagar and today we are going to discuss about interface in C Sharp. So before going to our next topic, I want to tell you that please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I am a senior software engineer and I have worked in .NET technologies from last 7 years. So let us go to our next topic, that is interface in C Sharp. So what is interface in C Sharp? Interface is a type in C Sharp. Type means like classes, like any data type. It is also a type in C Sharp. We can create one. Suppose in while declaring any integer variable, we write int a equals to 10. So it is declaration and initialization. Similarly, if we are having one interface, so we can write suppose interface one I have. So I will write interface one a interface one abc equal to new and class object. So here like integer I am writing interface one. An interface defines a contract. Is it correct? Because contract means when we implement any interface in our class, then it is mandatory to the class that it should provide the implementation to the methods of the interface. Interface contains the method declaration only. It does not contain method with method body. So it does not have method body in it, only declarations. So interface does not contain variables, but methods can have parameters. The default access specifier in interface is public. By default, every method or every member of the interface is public, having access specifier public. And by default, when we create the interface is having the access specifier internal. In C Sharp, only by using interface, multiple inheritance is possible. As we know that by using the classes in .NET, multiple inheritance is not possible, but by using interfaces, we can achieve multiple inheritance. If we create a class by inheriting from an interface, it is mandatory for a class to implement all its methods. Implementing interface means the class should provide the definition to all the declared methods in the interface. Interface define properties, methods, and events which are the members of the interface. So interface can have properties, methods, and events. We can create a class by inheriting it from more than one interfaces. Now we will see the syntax of the interface. Here I have shown one example. So I will be small interface student and open curly brace and close curly brace. Here I am having declaration of two methods. First one is get roll number, int get roll number. Int here is the return type, get roll number is the name of the method, and string name. As I have told you that the method of the interface can have parameters. So name is the parameter of type string. And another method I have is string get result. String is the return type and get result is the name, and it is having the parameter roll number of type integer. And also interface can have method which does not return any value. So it is return type is void, name of the method is save result, and it does not have any parameters in it. And I have not specified here public because by default the access specifier of the interface members are public, as I have already told you. Now, what are the advantages of interface? So advantages of interface is that we can achieve abstraction. Abstraction means suppose I'm having one class which is implementing any interface. When I go to definition of it, I go to the interface, not to the directly the implementation. It ensures loose coupling. Loose coupling I will explain you in our later videos. Support multiple inheritance. As I have told you, it supports the multiple inheritance. In .NET by using classes that is not possible, but using interface we can achieve this. And by using interface the testing becomes easier. We'll also discuss this in future when we discuss on unit testing in .NET application. And also by using interface we can achieve dependency injection, which is very important topic in C Sharp. Now what is the disadvantage of interface? So the main disadvantage of interface is that it does have only declaration of the method and not have the concrete method, that is method with the body. If a class implements an interface, in that case, the class needs to provide implementation to the method which it does not require. Suppose I am having one interface, it contains 3 declaration for 3 methods, but when I'm implementing the interface in any class which requires only one method to be implemented. So in that case, unnecessarily, it is the responsibility of the class to provide implementation to remaining 2 methods also. Otherwise it will give error that interface has not been implemented. Now we will see the example of the interface in our Visual Studio. As you can see here, this is my interface project, and this is the console application. Here I have created one interface 1. So the access specifier by default is internal. We can make it public also for the interface. And here access specifier, interface keyword, and name of the interface is interface 1. And in this interface is containing two method declaration. One is interface method, and the return type is void, and it does not have any parameter. Another method which I have here is interface method 2, and its return type is integer. It is returning integer type of value, and it is having two parameters, int a and b. And as you can see here, it does not have any definition or implementation, because if I will try to this, it will give me error. You can see here error is coming, so syntax will be wrong here. It contains only declaration. Now suppose I want to try to declare one variable in interface, that is here it is commented. So I will remove the comment, and we'll see what will happen when we try to declare any variable here. So you can see error is coming to this ABC variable, because we cannot declare. What is it is saying that it interface does not contain instance fields. So this variable is instance field here. So I will comment it again. So this is one point here. Now I am having interface 2. So in interface 2, I have declared only one method. Return type of the method is string, and it is having two string parameters here, first string and second string. Now I have created one class, test interface class. Name of the class is test interface class. So this class I am inheriting from interface 2 and interface 1. Inheriting is also called here, also called as implementing. I am implementing interface 2 and interface 1 here in test interface class, and as you can see, I am not getting any error, and it is supporting multiple inheritance. I have separated the two interface by using the comma. So now I am having two method in interface 1. Interface 1 method and interface method 2. If I will comment this, then I will get the error. If I will comment this, so you can see that it is saying that interface 1 has not been implemented. The interface class does not implement interface member interface 1 dot interface 1 method. So every method is mandatory to be implemented. If I will remove this comment, the error will go. Okay, so the error has been gone. So I have provided the implementation. And so all the methods to be implemented is mandatory, and this own method is the method of the class. It is not present in any of the interface. It belongs to directly the class, this class test interface class, and I'm having concatenate method. I have given the implementation. So when I try to implement it, I need to precede it with the name of the interface to which it belongs, because I'm having two interfaces here. I'm implementing two interfaces. So first two methods does not require the name of the interface 1, but when I try to implement this method, I need to provide the name of the interface before giving the implementation. So here I'm giving the implementation to this concatenate method of interface 2, and I'm here concatenating first string and second string, and I'm returning it. So this is the implementation. And if I remove this, also if I make comment this method of interface 2, I will also get the error that interface 2 has not been implemented. So in this case, I need to uncomment this. One more thing is that I can also do the implementation of only one interface also here. If I'll remove this, so my class is inheriting only this interface 2, and I'm not getting any error here, because now what's happening, the class, these two method is has become the method of this test interface class. It does not belong to interface one now. So it is directly instance method of this test interface class. Okay. So from one interface also I can do, from multiple interface also I can inherit my class. So I'm making it as it is, and now error has been gone. So now I will show you the program.cs class. So this is my program.cs class. Here I'm creating the test interface object of the test interface class. Test interface equals to new test interface class. Now I am calling the method of interface one method. That is test interface dot interface one method. Now it becomes the method of this class. This belongs to my interface one, but I have given the implementation in this test interface class. When I go to definition, so I come here, test interface one method. So this belongs to interface one. Now I'm calling here, and this method will print something on my output screen. And I am now calling test interface t interface dot interface one method 1020. So this method is, when I do go to definition, I came here int a comma int b, and this is the implementation of the method. Okay, so it will print then here return value. It will give 10 plus 20 equal to 30 will come, and 30 will be printed. Now for calling the method of interface 2, here I was able to directly call this t interface one dot interface one method and t interface dot interface one method two. These two methods I have declared in interface one. So I was able to directly call this method. But when I will try to call this, suppose the concatenate method I have already shown you, t interface is my object dot concatenate. I didn't get this. So for resolving this issue, because what I have to do, I'm declaring this obj2 here, and it is of type interface2. As I have already told you, interface is a type. So this interface2 is acting as a type. Obj2 is the name of the object obj2, and here I am putting this test interface class object into this obj2, and now I am able to call concatenate, and I am passing developers comma tube to string parameters, and in return it will return the concatenated string, which will come here into str, and here I am printing this str on the console, and in the last I am reading the screen. So now I will run this and we'll see the output. As you can see here, it is printing am interface one method. So interface one method gets called. Then interface one method two also gets called, and I have called this interface one method two is returning by addition 30, and which is getting printed on the screen. And at last concatenate method also gets called, so it is printing developer space tube. So the interface is working as expected. Now at last we'll see. So this is my summary page here. So we have covered interfaces in C#. Then in it we have seen introduction of the interface, syntax, advantages and disadvantages of interface. Then we have seen the example in Visual Studio and seen the output. Our next topic will be classes in C#. You can, if you want to see some more videos, then please click on the links shown on the screen. And at last, I want to say thank you, and please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.